beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 her. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. And I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final one. It is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel. You really want to see what's up. Okay. Thank you all for your love, your support, your subscribes, and your shares. Be sure to tell a family, friend, or foe, or you know, to come on over and subscribe to the channel. So just be pleased to these spiritual notifications. There is no space in this place for everyone to be notified. Okay. All are welcome on the channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. This is like to need to know for the highest good. Like to do some for the highest good. One second, ladies and gentlemen. First card I have here is the Ace of Cups, and it's in the upside down position. So with the Ace of Cups being in the upside down position, it represents feeling uninspired and emotional loss. So you could be feeling at a loss. You could be feeling like a drab energy. You could be feeling drained, not yourself, possibly depressed, or just feeling uninspired. I'm picking up the energy of someone who's under the tutelage or under the wings or the learning year. Someone is trying to teach you or instruct you on how to do something. This could be on a new job. You could be someone who's returned back to school to further your education. But either way, there's some kind of skill or hobby that someone is showing you or teaching you. They are responsible to give you instructions on your job description or on your duties or how you're supposed to fulfill your responsibilities. This person may give off the energy as if they are nonchalant, they don't want to be bothered. Maybe they're very short with their communication. Maybe they're acting very impatient. This could be giving you the impression as if they have a problem with you. You could feel that they're being personal towards you. Spirit is saying this is this person's natural attitude. They come off as someone who's very standoffish, someone very resistant. You may be new to the job, new to the class, new to the group, new to some kind of skill or training. And so Spirit is saying, though it is unfair how you are being treated, for you not to embrace this energy here, this energy of you feeling depressed and emotional. It looks like Spirit is saying for you not to internalize it, because this person could possibly be testing you or sending you through a test to see if you're going to become emotionally distraught, become emotionally disheveled. They want to see if they can get you off your square. If you're going to become upset, maybe go into a belligerent, catastrophic rage. So someone could be testing you or trying to provoke you. But either way, even though it doesn't feel good and it is wrong and not fair, Spirit is saying for you to play them at their own game. Do not give them what they want. Hold your head up high and stay the course to see yourself through. Because this could be a test to challenge you, and this also could be a test to provoke you. But either way, Spirit is saying for you to hold the light in this situation. The next card we have here is the Eight of Swords. And like I said, you could be new to a neighborhood, to a job, to an organization, to a group. Okay, you also could be new to a family. Maybe you're getting engaged. Okay, this could be your in-laws. Okay, make you feel like you're not wanted. Making you feel like you're you're weird, they don't like you, being rude to you, people making nasty remarks and comments. This is all being done intentionally, okay? And because it's being done intentionally, and now so play the game to win. Now you know they're playing the game, so play the game to win. Don't become emotional or distraught. Do not go into emotional fitting rage. If you need to communicate, communicate effectively, efficiently. Say it once and let it go. Speak to who you need to speak to directly. Don't speak about anyone behind their back. Take a person to the side, speak to them face to face, privately, and this situation could change and the energy will dwindle down. Keep in mind, collective, this could be a test to provoke you into a confrontation or to provoke you to see whether you are weak or strong. So I'm getting up once again. This is either this is a job, a group, or organization. This could be a school. You could be in some kind of training. You could be a nurse. I'm getting up at nursing, LPN. Okay, that's practical nursing. RN is registered nurse. Okay. Someone could be just being, you feel like they're being hard on you. And this could also be someone who's recently engaged, or maybe your spouse is, if you're not engaged, your spouse has introduced you to their family. Maybe you're from out of town, out of state. The area is new to you. You have no family here. So, along with your pre existing emotions of you not having family in the location where you are at, you're very sensitive. So, the smallest thing that someone says or do to you that you are not in favor of, it heightens your senses and kinds of creates an imbalance where you're feeling overly emotional, imbalance, depressed. Woe it's me. The situation isn't fair. The situation may be imbalanced, but it's not as bad as you think. It's not what it seems. The next card we have here is the Page of Pentacles. And so with the Page of Pentacles energy, this is the energy of someone very determined. This also represents a new opportunity, someone who's willing to be studious, someone who's willing to take the time to learn. So you could be, okay, in school, in college, in a nursing program, okay. The work could be very tedious. The demands could be very tedious as well, demanding lots of your time, the study, the homework. I'm hearing even the application process was long. Spirit is saying not to complain, focus on your end goal, to see yourself through. And this could be a test for you. Be mindful. Someone could be testing you to see can they provoke you or get you into a fitting rage. Now that you know the game, play to win, collective. Play to win. Tune out the nonsense. Do what is necessary to complete your task, your work, your assignment. If this is a job, if this is school, study, get your rest, eat, sleep, and with repetition, you will become stronger and it will not be as hard for you. You will become accustomed to some sort of routine. Make sure you're getting rest at night. And if this is family, never mind them. You have to deal with your partner, your spouse. You're not marrying them. You may be marrying into the family, but if it gets that bad, Spirit is saying for you to possibly take someone to the side and speak to them one-on-one. There's something about don't try to approach anyone in a group setting. There's something about speaking to a person one-on-one, you get a better response. If you were to ask a question, what's going on? Why did you do, things will catapult into a negative way. If you feel someone is disrespecting you, take them to the side, speak to them in private. You'll get a better response. Spirit doesn't want you feeling like you are attacked. If you try to address the situation and speak at a crowd speak at a crowd of aunts and uncles and relatives that are not related to you, related to your spouse, they will just stand there and look at you as if you're the one in the wrong. And then they'll all begin to talk and respond in unison, and you'll begin to feel like you're being attacked. And it could catapult or pivot into a negative direction. Whew, this is going deep. The next card we have here is the Seven of Wands. And so it's time for you to end the battle with yourself. Get out of your head. It is not what you seem. It is possible for you to pass this test. It is possible for you to win. And remember, we are here to learn and grow, whether it's relationship, our career, our finances, being a parent, losing a loved one, coming into fame and fortune, having a child, getting married, getting divorced, transferring homes. No matter what it is, we are all here to learn and grow. So pass the test. We're here in the school of life. So they're telling you to hold tight, collectives. They're saying they see it, they know it's unfair, but there's a better way. There's a way for you to approach this and come out on top. There's a way for you to approach this and win. There's a way for you to be stress free and go through this. It's about your perception, shifting your perception, focusing on the goal. Why you applied for the job, why you signed up for the schooling, where do you see yourself in the future, what are your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, do you plan to create a family with this person, with the spouse, is this someone you're dating temporarily? Focus on the positive, the end goal. Do not allow the pettiness, the nuances, the infantile nuances, whatever that means, to get to you and pull on your energy. It is a test. You are being tested. So come out of your head. You are not in the energy of the Ten of Swords energy. This sadness that you are feeling, you are really inflicting it on yourself. You do not need people to like you. You do not need people to accept you. All you need is you and your connection to source, to the divine. Any room that you are already in, you are already welcome there. Do not allow people in this world to make you feel that you're not supposed to be, in this family, or you're not supposed to be on this job, or you're not worthy enough to become a nurse, or whatever you're in school for, or you'll never be a practitioner, or you'll never be a doctor, or you'll never be a lawyer. Whatever room that you are in, you are there because you belong there. It is part of your path. It is part of your mission. Do not be fooled by the illusions and the different energy and spiritual attachments that people have on them. Allowing these attachments to work through them to intimidate you. It is all an illusion. It is fake. It is a simulation. We are all small miniature worlds living in a bigger world. With the Two of Wands, it is a good idea to stay committed to your craft, stay committed to who you are, and focus on the positive. You do not have to ignore or be oblivious to foolishness, but once you acknowledge that any person, place, or thing does not resonate with you, then give them the honor of not giving them any of your time or your energy. Treat them as if they don't exist. They are NPCs. They are non-playable characters in your simulation, in your world collective, trying to distract you, trying to derail you, trying to get you off focus, trying to get you sad, make you feel depressed, make you feel you're not worthy, mess with your confidence, get you into a low vibrational state, get you into stinking thinking, making you reflect on past hurts and wounds, making you reflect on moments in your life when you didn't make it, when you need to be focusing on moments in your life when you did make it, such as this point to see this read. This is your confirmation, not a coincidence. Continue with the Seven of Pentacles. Continue to plant seeds of growth. Continue to be patient with yourself in this process. Doesn't matter how long this course is, this program is, this relationship is, the ride back home from visiting your spouse's family, or maybe you have to live with them or move with them. Maybe it's a temporary situation. Put this reading where it resonates for you. Whatever it is, they're saying to bite down, knuckle up, and throw back. That means stay strong, stand in your power, and you can do this without becoming stressed or overwhelmed. Keep your peace about you, and that energy will dissipate. It will become distraught, and it will have no choice but to dissipate. Continue to hold your light. It will dissolve. It will go in another direction. But you have to stand 10 toes down in your power and not allow anyone or anything to have you feeling like you're in the Ten of Swords or the Seven of Wands, like you're in a battle, like you're depressed, like you're sad. This energy here is all an illusion. Do not battle or fight yourself. Do not allow the illusions outside of you in this life, in this world, to make you feel like you have to battle yourself. to make you feel you have to go in the woe it's me and have pity parties and give yourself reasons to throw in the towel. This is not the time to give up. This is the time to do something that you've never did before, and that's not giving up. Failure is not an answer or an option. You may feel with the Seven of Swords here, you may feel as if there's some kind of uncertainty, as if someone's doing something behind your back, as if there's something to worry about. It's all an illusion. It's to throw you off task. You're very passionate about this career move, about returning to school, whatever this project is that you're connected to or this group of people. You're very passionate for it. You've been waiting for this moment your entire life, and it is here. So do not feed the fears. Just like when you go to the zoo, they tell you don't feed the animals. Don't feed the fears. You are in full control of what you allow into your world. Stay focused. Because I'm picking up, you've been waiting for this for a long time. It could have been waiting for an approval letter to be accepted into a program or into a school, or waiting to get a particular job. Maybe there's training involved in order to get this job or get this promotion. Maybe you have to go away, and I'm picking up someone could be on a retreat to take some kind of training. Maybe the instructors and the people there aren't so nice, they're snobby. Everyone is not you. People are dealing with different situations. Spirit is saying you don't have to sleep with these people. They are temporary. They're just figments in your simulation, in your imagination, in your world. They just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Ooh, that's for somebody. Okay? You better go ahead, okay? And let that wheel turn in your favor. Okay? And keep it moving. Keep it moving. This is not the time to bow out. This is not the time to give up. Do not allow any small seeds of doubt that may have been planted in your soul and in your spirit, maybe from your childhood, maybe throughout your adulthood, of people telling you who you couldn't be, what you can't become. I hear someone telling someone you'll never have anything. Maybe someone has said that to you, maybe in your upbringing, maybe a parental figure. You never have nothing. You will never have anything. Could be a sibling, a relative. Get that out of your mind. It's all a test. You possibly need to do some grounding work before you study, before you take a nap or go to sleep. Spiritual baths or spiritual hygiene would help. Some affirmations as well. Yeah, someone saying you'll never be anything. You never have nothing. This could have been a parental figure telling you that you don't have anything to offer, that you'll never be nothing. This same person, Spirit is saying, will be calling on you, wishing and hoping they had a connection with you. Maybe these seeds of doubt, of negative things that people have said to you, are starting to expand at this time when you're trying to focus. That's not for everybody. That's for somebody. You could have negative moments. Maybe you're even having dreams that are giving reflections and flashes of different moments in your life that you experienced that were either disrespectful, harmful, or just painful or not easy, just not kind moments in your life that you experienced. That is all a test. That could also be projection. Make sure that you're doing, some spiritual baths, cleansing your aura. Do some affirmations. You can read a Bible verse. Go into that book of Psalms and find you a great one. Do some grounding as well. There's many things that you can do collective to assist yourself because I'm picking up someone is in some kind of training or program that is very tedious and it is very demanding on your time, and it requires you to be very focused and very attentive when it comes to your study habits and your study abilities. And I'm also picking up that you have tests every week, and it's going to be this way for the next year and a half to 2 years. So this could be some kind of program. It's like the final point before you receive your degree or your certification or your okay, you made it, or that promotion. Okay. Do some return to senders. Use your heka if you have to. Okay. Yeah, this full energy. This is the energy of possibly people in your past, looking down on you, judging you, maybe for, how you dress. Maybe you didn't have much money, maybe you had enough to pay your bills and that's it. I don't see you as someone broke or poor, but maybe you didn't, have what they had. So people chose to pass judgment on you. This could be people in your family, friends, people you dated, siblings, cousins, chose to just judge you and be very cruel to you for no reason. Spirit is saying that your family is jealous of you. They've always envied you. They know that you're special and they always knew that you would do something special with your life. And here you are. Your moment is here. And that's where they're saying this is not the time. They always knew that you were the empress. They always knew that you would be giving birth to something new and beautiful. But they didn't know when and they didn't know how. Because they always saw you as the one who was different, unorthodox, very unique, one out the other. You felt out of the box. You felt different. But this is all intentional to get you to this moment. This moment you've been waiting for your whole life. It is here. What you've been dreaming for, hoping for, and manifesting is here. The opportunity is here. And Spirit is saying all they need you to do is continue to hold the light and don't give up. You're going to be successful, whomever you are. You're going to complete this program. You're going to be very successful, and you're going to have a career that's going to allow you a lot of financial security. A lot of financial security. Not saying you had nothing. Maybe you were making enough, just to pay the bills, that kind of thing. But now you'll have options, okay, of where you want to live, where you want to travel, what you want to eat, which you'll have options, okay. So continue to stay the course. But your family, your friends, people you have dated also who have maybe mistreated you or just weren't kind to you, they always knew you were the empress, even in moments of your life where you felt you weren't. You could be someone who maybe have experienced being homeless before. Maybe you've been mistreated or abused, or someone being handsy with you, in inappropriate ways throughout your childhood, throughout adult life. Maybe recently, maybe this is something you're walking away from. And as you're walking away and building your life, you've applied for schooling, you applied for a job somewhere, you're rebuilding and restructuring your life, but they always knew this who you were. And that's why people chose to harm you intentionally or talk to you negatively, especially the parental figure. I'm telling you, you're nothing, you'll never have nothing. Spirit is saying they are going to regret, they're going to eat those words because they know and always knew that one day you would become the empress. They always saw you in this light. They just didn't know how and they just didn't know when. But the time is now and it's here. Congratulations, collectors, male or female. Congratulations. And when I say giving birth, it could be a literal child, okay? Or it could be you giving birth to an idea, an invention, changing your life, giving birth to a new mindset, that's going to lead you to prosperity and abundance. This could be many things, okay? Being in the energy of the Four of Wands, a celebration, okay? Celebrating, marriage, life, comfort, stability, ambition, being ambition and just working towards more increasingly growth and progress, okay? One thing you must always do, be mindful how you treat people. You could be entertaining an angel in disguise. And that's not just something that is written in the Bible. That is something that is true in fact. You never know where your goal lies. You have to be mindful how you treat people. You have to be very mindful. You don't know who is who. You don't know who sources or God has placed in your life to test you, to see how you're going to treat them. And it doesn't matter how long it may have taken you. It doesn't matter how long you have endured hardships, economic hardships, emotional hardships, maybe being emotionally unsupported by your parental figure, just mistreated by your whole family. Maybe people stole from you. A lot of deceitful behavior, cheating spouses and partners, a lot of plot planning and strategizing against the collective. But all this was intentional. All this was intentional. And it looks like you were a gift to your family. You were a gift to your lineage. And what it looks like in this time, in this generation, they failed the test. They didn't pass the test. They failed the test. So therefore, they have to reap their karma. And as I always inform, the Karma Cafe is open 24 hours. And you never know when your serving is coming. That's why we have to be mindful how we treat ourselves and how we treat others. You don't have to go along and get along. You don't have to say yes to everybody, but we have to be mindful of how we treat people. and hoping, plotting and planning and strategizing against people, projecting negative energy, all of the nonsense, okay? Because I'm picking up, it's taking you a lot of years, but all of that was intentional. You were strategically, individually, divinely, uniquely created, and you were a gift to your family to shift the energy, to break the generational curses and to give them assistance with raising their frequency and shifting things in their lives. But I'm picking up that they all failed. They have chosen to be deceitful. They have chosen to try to put swords and wands in your back, and weapons in your back. But their weapons that they formed did not prosper because you are still the empress. You are still the empress. They cannot harm you. They cannot harm the anointed one. They cannot harm the chosen one. What they can do is receive all the karma that they have inflicted and projected onto you. This is even people who may have gossiped and slandered your name or your character. This is even people whom you may have asked for help and they refused to help you and went behind your back and mocked you or made fun of you. They all will receive their karma for this. And I'm not saying this to make you feel good. This is a message, and it's coming through strong and heavy. And Source is saying for you to stay out of the way. Make sure you continue to not deal with these people from your past. Make sure you stay focused on whatever you have going here. If it's schooling for you, stay in school and see yourself through. Put your energy towards getting your rest and studying and doing well on your tests. If it is a new lover and maybe they're taking you and introducing you to their family, put your energy towards enjoying your relationship. If someone needs to be checked, take them to the side and check them. Say it once and don't say it twice. Let it flow and everything will be nice. Let it be, because this is your moment. That's why the wheel is here, because things are changing in your favor. This day, your enemies thought would never come. They thought they would never live to see the day. You could be someone who maybe used to drink or smoke heavy, partake in a lot of partying or a lot of heavy indulging in different vices. And maybe you no longer do that. You're a whole different person. People know it and they see it, even the people you no longer deal with. You could have a platform on social media, you may not. People may just see you out and about as you're just living your life. You may run into people and one person may go back and tell another, hey, I saw the collective and they look great. Hey, I saw the collective and they look happy. And people are wondering. These karmics are confused and they're scratching their head. They're wondering. They're having to go within and ask themselves, why did I treat the collective that way? Why did I plot, plan, and strategize against them? What's going on? They feel like they are in the twilight zone. I'm just saying. They know darn well you're on your way with the Nine of Pentacles. They know it, they feel it, they see it, they don't like it, and they can't stand it. This family is a family of darkness, a family that does not, could possibly not even believe in, spirituality or having any kind of spiritual connection. This could be a family that embraces chaotic energy, that loves toxicity. This could also be a family that deals and touches each other in inappropriate ways. Yes, sad to say. And they condone this behavior. And you could be someone who has escaped that. You could also be a parent, or you may not be a parent. And you have chosen to save yourself and your children because your desire is to break the cycle. You're answering the call while they have chosen, said year after year, generation after generation, ignoring and refusing, but wanting to attack those who chose to answer the call, which is you, the beautiful empress, male or female. So sit on your throne graciously without survivor's remorse. You don't have to feel guilty. Stand in your leadership. You are someone with heavy leadership qualities. Your self-confidence is increasing, and there's nothing but success. Nothing but success ahead for you to experience. Okay? And then we have the Queen of Wands. Lots of determination. Lots of determination. Feeling very empowered. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. In the words of the great Nina Simone, and you're feeling good. Okay? Okay, now I'm hearing Biggie. Darn right, I love the life I live because I went from negative to positive, and it's all good. Okay, this music is coming in heavy. So enjoy the assistance that you are being given. It could be like magic. People could see you like a magician, wondering how you do it. How did you do it? What's going on? People could be trying to reattach themselves, but they know they are denied access. They know that they are not welcome. Even if they try to knock on your door, people may try to speak to you. I would throw a deuce in the air and keep going. These people have nothing new to say. They have not changed. They want to attach themselves to see if they can derail you or start some ish or bring some ish your way. So move on, be strong, leave those traumatized severs. They have nothing to say. Most likely they want to reconnect to try to sabotage. Because the one that they've dogged out, the one that they've mistreated, you've got something new going on. And when you complete this program, this schooling, which keeps coming back, congratulations, you're going to finish. You're going to be very successful. You're really going to have people in shock or in awe because I'm picking up you're very private. You could be going to school and taking this training. You could be doing this in kind of private, like nobody could know that this is going on, but you and your school, or you in the dean's office, or you in the financial aid office, or you know like nobody could know that this is going on. Maybe your children know you're in school if you're a parent, but nobody knows. You're not a bragaboo. You're not someone to post everything online. You believe in keeping your business to yourself. You know how to work these cosmic streets. I can say, collective, you're pretty smart. You're pretty dandy for a piece of candy. Okay, you're pretty smart. You're pretty smart. See, just when they thought you weren't the brightest light bulb, we all have moments in our life to grow. We all have moments in our life where we're not the smartest. We make mistakes. So anything that they know about you is old energy. It's past energy. So if they're gossiping, if they're slandering, calling you fake, you're uppity, you let them talk. They're going to do that. But they only know the old you. They don't know the new you. So don't allow things of your past that you have experienced, nor any intimidation in this school, in this program that you're in to intimidate you, because you are merely being tested and keep coming up again. So I will hold my head up high, keep a smile on my face. I wouldn't miss a day of school, and I would just bust straight A's and go on and complete this program and be successful, or whatever it is. If it's not a program or schooling, whatever this is, it's some kind of training. This could be a retreat, like I said, in order to receive a promotion. Maybe you have to go away to go through some kind of training. Go ahead and be successful. Focus on things that are positive and uplifting moving forward, period. This does not mean to ignore reality, but Spirit is saying for you to only put your attention on and give response to the love in your life, the great things that are happening, things to be grateful for, like being able to wake up each and every day, gratitude, having a meal every day, gratitude, having good health, gratitude, those things. Don't focus on things of the past or negative energy. Do you some affirmations, some prayer, some meditation, some grounding. Find what works for you so that you can have something to recalibrate your energy whenever you get these funky moments that pops up. So I'm getting you get these funky moments, but it's all a test. Cause see, you're almost there. So this is like a test. This is a test. Yeah, this is a test. hmm The cards even know. You see how they jump up? They're like, yeah. The cards even know. You could be from a bloodline of royalty and not be aware of it because of all these thrones, and I'm picking that up, someone being determined to keep you blocked or to keep you, to keep your third eye calcified so that you'll be blocked from your true higher self, who you are. Seriously speaking, someone wants to keep you blocked, keep you just blind with rose-colored glasses, and maybe paint them a little darker each 24 hours. Okay, or maybe 72. They say three is a powerful number. Okay, but let's move on with the King of Swords here. Okay, another throne. Okay, another throne here. The King of Swords, truth, courage, mental power. You have confidence, determination, mental power, success, victory, leadership. Then we have the King of Pentacles. We have all these thrones out here. We got four thrones. Okay, you've earned the right of passage along with the Empress. Okay, I consider that to be a throne. It's just my opinion. You know, because the Empress is a powerful mother. Shut your mouth. Okay, the King of Pentacles here. Not worried about a darn thing. Not worried about a thing. Prosperity and leadership once again. So, you know, all this abundance, all this prosperity, this is like your karmic's nightmare. When I say karmics, I mean that parental figure, either one or both, whomever inflicted negative energy on you, those uncles, aunts, cousins, siblings, those exes, those people you dated, those people maybe you almost made a family with, you thought you were going to go the long haul with, all of them, ex co-workers, all of them, all your haters, ex neighbors, all of them. Anybody trolling you on social media, all of them, all of them, all of them. Anybody at the nail shop, the barber shop, I'm gonna keep going. The hair salon, I'm gonna keep going. Any hater in your life, I'm telling you, they are looking now, and they are just, they're stuck. They're speechless. It's nothing to say. It's nothing to say. And so clearly this read is talking and speaking of someone who has, even though the Eight of Cups has not came out yet, someone who has, oof, I did not, it was right on, look at, I cannot make this up. Look at God. It was right on top, collective. The 10 is on the bottom, the 8 is on the top. Look here, baby. Look here. I said the Eight of Cups is not out here. Look at it. And I did, I just said, it ain't like the Eight of Cups is out here. The Eight of Cups, like, here I am. You're looking for me? Here I go. This reading is clearly speaking of someone who has left behind a karmic family, a large portion of people, but not just family, friends, co workers, associates, some of everybody, ex lovers, male or female, a large portion of people. And it's not that you're running from these people. You've chose to answer the call. A judgment has been called. Picking up something has happened in your life. Maybe you've lost someone close to you. Maybe that caused you to go into reflection mode. And maybe you decide to make changes in your life. And those changes included you cutting ties with people who don't serve your highest good. So I'm picking up, you were someone who thought that you once had the mindset, oh, they're family, oh, that's my family, oh, we go way back, and you woke up, light switch came on, and you woke up, the collective woke up real quick and swiftly, and you decided to choose yourself. You answered the call, of self-preservation. You decided to walk in your divine purpose, and that's what this reading is about. And this reading is just telling the story of a person who has been through a lot, but the reasons why, it's because you are uniquely, divinely, individually created for this moment, to be in this moment in your life, and to overcome and to show you, and also be an example. Be an example, for someone to witness you overcoming as well, and may they be influenced and feel empowered and motivated to find their own way, because there's a lot of people who think and feel that they can't. And I'm also picking up that you've done this by yourself. You're still doing it by yourself. And your karmics are aware of this. People who know you, they know that you're a loner. You're a nice person, you're a sweet person, but they know you're very independent. You're not lazy. You don't mind doing what you got to do. Whether it's punching the clock, whatever needs to be done. You're that one. And just congratulations and bravo to you. But there are many people who are in regret. They are wondering how you do it. That's between you and the divine. And if they're really wondering, they can just really go within. Take the time to connect with Source on their own timing and experience their own moment. That may pivot them in the right direction that is best for them. There is nothing slick or sly going on. Change is actually possible. As much as people talk about making change and progressing. And, but when people actually witness someone progress or make change in their life, they don't like it. A lot of people pump fake it collective. Let's talk about it. They pretend like, oh, we need to change, we need to help people. Oh, I wish so and so would stop drinking and smoking. Oh, I wish so and so would change their life. In a moment, somebody changed their life, you get jealous, you get mad at them, you call them fake, you call them phony. People don't like it. They'll make up some shit. They'll find a reason not to like you. They'll find a reason to start some issue with you. They will find a reason. So that's what I mean when I say folks out here just fake and lying. Oh, you need to change this. In the moment you change it, they got a problem with it. Especially when they no longer have access to you or control over you. Because whatever you're changing and working on may also take away their power. It may make them feel powerless, especially if you're coming from a family who has narcissistic tendencies or characteristics. You know? So, yeah, this is just simply beautiful. You did it. They never thought this day would come. And so many tore you down and were bold and cruel to you. They were so bold. I'm picking up, there were people who could have helped you throughout your whole life, but they laughed at you. And who's laughing now? This is the message. I'm not making it up. This is what I'm getting. Who's laughing now? It's a song. I can't get the beat. Who's laughing now? You came out of the shadows. Look at that. You could have Virgo placement in your chart, or you may not. But this is you. Maybe you went away, you were MIA. They thought you was gonna pop back on the scene to eat some of their macaroni and greens. You said, no, I know how to cook. I don't need y'all food. But it's a holiday. Where is the collective? Celebrating in their own way with new people. With new people. With new people. Loving on themselves. In relationships that have reciprocity. Experiencing newness. Newness. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Woo, what else going to me tonight? All right. Woo. This reading here, boy. This. Oh boy, now I'm hearing the Kit Kat song. Give me a break. Give me a break. Somebody eating a Kit Kat bar, somebody like Kit Kat candy bars. Break me up a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Or somebody want a piece of you. Maybe somebody's looking at you and they are attracted to you. Collective, they checking you out. They like, give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Oh boy. You're very enthusiastic. You're happy about your journey. This is you being excited. You could be someone also working out, hitting the gym. Okay, I picked that up a couple of times in another read earlier today. Folks working out, y'all getting snatched, taking y'all power back. Okay. You may receive a message with the Eight of Wands. Okay. This is going to be good news, positive news. That's that letter, that approval letter that you've completed the program or you've been accepted into this new job position. Okay, that's good news coming in. Could also be unexpected money. Someone could owe you money from a job that you worked. Maybe you left and forgot a paycheck. It happens. Okay. Money owed from the IRS, old tax money you forgot about, you never received. Unexpected money arriving in your bank account. Just favor and opportunity. It happens. Oh yeah, it happens. Okay? They're going to say anything about you, collective. Tell them to put some respect on your name. Tell them to call you the strong one, the one who escaped their madness. Tell them I'm the one who escaped y'all's madness. The chariot energy, reclaiming your power back. You're balanced now. You're in alignment. In order to receive this kind of opportunity, it takes for a person to be in alignment. Favor and opportunity don't just land in people's laps. Dreams do come true. Great fortune always favors the bold. But you have to apply yourself and be persistent and consistent. Now, there are people who do shady mess all day long to make it. People do a long lot of shady, conniving things. But no, I'm talking about putting in the work and getting it out the mud. Getting it out the mud. And being abundant while you're doing it, prosperous while you're doing it, victorious, successful. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look, the neighbor even want to know. I heard you did so and so. How'd you do that? "Yeah, I see it. I see you just bought a new house. How did you do that? I see your business doing great. The neighbors even want to know. Tell me what's going on." Part of their karma is to watch and not be given access. And if they try to approach you, they will be dealt with for that. And you don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to do anything. Spiritually speaking, they will be dealt with for even trying to approach you because these people know why they are being denied access into your life and they know why you're not talking to them and dealing with them. Do not be fooled, collective. Do not allow people to approach you with the "we need to talk." It's fake. It's a facade. It's not real. That's just, it's like, it's bait, okay? It's like catching a fish. In order to catch a fish, you got to put bait on there, okay? You want to catch a lobster, you got to put bait on there. You got to have something to bait people in, to will them in. So people tell you what you want to hear. They're going to say something good. They try to pull on your root chakra or your heart chakra. You know, they try to get you to something sensitive or something that'll get you in or out of your emotions. Ain't nothing for them to talk about. Ain't no conversations that need to be had. Don't fall for it. It's a trick and it's a setup. They know why you don't deal with them and they don't need your explanation and you don't need to announce your arrival or your departure. Let it be. Let it be. You have all that you need. When it comes to people, the right people will be placed in your path to assist you for your highest good. You see the Empress here sitting out by the water? And it can be hot, but she's got the Slurpee right behind her. She's thirsty, there's something to drink. There's somewhere to sit. Out in nature. It just draw my attention. I just had to pick it up. Yes. You have all that you need. Comfortable shoes. There's nothing these people have to give you. Nothing. You're in that Venusian energy. You could have Taurus placement in your chart or Librian. They cannot assist you or help you all the years that you were around them. So what are you expecting now from a person returning who you chose to cut out of your life? Just let that marinate. What are you expecting them to come your way with after all they have done? It's okay that you have forgiven them and that you're over it, but I'm explaining this for you to be mindful. If you choose to cut somebody off and all of their intentions towards you have been nefarious, when a person tries to return, what do you think they're returning to do? Is it negative or positive? And here's your clarity, the Ace of Swords. Misunderstood don't need to be explained. Later.